Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing. I'm coming to you with part 2 of our Waterfall journal. This is the first Waterfall journal that I have made, as I mentioned in video 1. I did do a lot of the work as far as figuring out how the pages were going to go together and how they were going to actually create this waterfall effect. If you are interested in me doing a full-on journal showing you every single step I make, just let me know. I did have one comment. I did my mini fairy journal flip through and give away details on the channel posted today or yesterday. I can't remember. Yesterday. Today is August the 6th. So I did have one request in there to do a waterfall journal. She doesn't know that I'm already working on one, but I also want to make sure that if you guys want a full-on video series on that subject, then I want to make myself available to do that. So I will, we'll see how this goes. So where we left off last time is I had showed you how I had trimmed each page to be smaller than the next one by about 1/4 of an inch, and then we bound them. It was a little bit of a rough process, just because it's a completely different construction than what I'm used to, because we put a cover on, we put this canvas paper cover on it, and that was a little bit challenging, and then I'd forgotten I needed to line the inside with paper, you know, the inside covers. So we did that. I am using the Cottage Provence kit from my Porch Prints, and I'm calling this the Provential French Waterfall Journal, I believe. So, but you can see that in the video description, obviously. I decided that after the fact. So I've got all of my bits. I've got scraps and stuff here in case we need to pull some of the laces that we've already used in the journal. And I believe that I did all this off camera, all the lace. So what I did, it's been a few days, I apologize, I'm not remembering great right now, but what I did is I wanted to have this kind of feathered lace look. So I took cream lace and I just put it on various pages. I just wanted there to be some consistency and not huge gaps. So, so this one's a little bit odd because this is a vellum paper, so I needed to stabilize it, which is why, sorry, I'm so off camera, guys. My camera is just all wonky this morning for some reason. I'm not sure why. So this is vellum. So by putting the lace on here, what it did is it made the page want to kind of bend in and warp in. And so I took a piece of cardstock and I just put a border on the other side. And so it now is acting like a regular page. It's pretty cool. So what we're going to do today is I prepped off camera, I prepped a bunch of stuff to put in it, as well as I wanted to show you what I created for the cover, because obviously our cover is just really small. It's narrow. It's only, how big did this end up being? Just under 3 inches. So not a very much of an area to really play with. So off camera, I went and did I took a snippet roll. I briefly showed you that in the studio tour where I have all this snippet rolls that I did, and I haven't done anything with them. So I found a piece that had this brown lace and this white lace or cream lace, and I just clustered it up with various pages from the kit that I'm using, and I just put that Imagine on there. This actually should have some stitching. So see how it's got stitching on the bottom? I may want to do that. So I may hold off on this and glue it on later, but it's just going to go like right here. Not anything big. I don't know if it'll go on top or bottom. It could actually go there in the center. That would be more pleasing to the eye, I think. But I think I'll hold on to that since I'm just realizing I didn't get stitching, because I just did random stitching all over the cloth and the paper and the lace, or not paper, excuse me. It was just fabric and lace when I did the big piece of snippet. And so we just didn't get any stitching in that area. So we'll take care of that off camera. So what I've done again is I prepped some stuff. I've already inked everything because I want to save time. I want to be able to do as much of this on camera as possible. And I'm going to be watching the monitor because I keep going off this way. So I apologize for that. I still have a very stiff and sore neck. So I'm going to be moving through this pretty quickly because I'm hurting. The other thing is I ordered some different glue off of Amazon. It's supposed to be similar to Barely Arts glue, so we're going to give it a try and see if we like it. I like this bottle because it's not so teeny tiny that it's hard to work with, but it's nice, a nice hand size. And I've got my Fabri-Tac as well. So the first thing that I created is just this really skinny pocket that we're going to glue right here. And so let's go ahead and do that. We're just going to glue it on 3 sides. I'm going to be a good girl and put my pin where it belongs. So there we go. See how this works. It's supposed to be similar, so we'll see. In that it's not as fast drying as art glitter glue. And I apologize, this isn't getting on here very straight because, again, my neck is very sore, so it's hard to look down. But as I mentioned in a previous video, I have my grandkids are coming. I pick them up on Monday morning. This is Saturday, and so I'm trying to get some more video content out because I won't be filming while they're here. They'll be here all week. So I've been creating like a crazy lady. The channel is really doing well, and it's just so, I'm so honored that you guys all follow. I would never have imagined this in a million years. Like, it's just incredible. So this is a piece of my own coffee dyed paper, and I just folded it small, narrow, and I'm just going to tuck it in here. This is the one where I did some mixed media effect and did some gold paint there, so we're going to go ahead and stick that in. It's small enough that I don't really need to worry about that glue being set because I'm not going to be putting pressure. Well, there we go. I'm not going to be putting pressure. Let's try to maybe I'm going to reach and grab some clips here. They kind of sit up on my shelf there in front of me, so I always have to do the reach over in front of the camera. Let's just go ahead and clip that. I've got these and I never use them, so why not? So I'm going to be doing some other content. I've got journals that I'm working on, but I'm in this space where I just feel like doing some random stuff. So we're going to be doing another Crash or Trash, which will be episode 14, and it's going to be called Cardboard Meets Tim Holtz. And it's going to be making some pockets and tags using Tim Holtz tissue paper and doing some mixed media effect on those. And I've got so many ideas swimming around in my head right now. It's either a feast or famine with creativity, it seems like. But so that's what we've got there. I might come back and put a word or something on here just to kind of dress that up. And then this is another one that I prepared. And again, everything is all inked. So as I mentioned in the other video, I printed some of the pieces from the kit, especially the ephemera, at 50% size. So that's basically 2 to a page, if that's in your printer settings. So this envelope is small, or this pocket, excuse me. So we're going to go ahead and glue that on as well. Hopefully I'm going to like this glue because I like the way it feels in my hand. I don't like those really tiny bottles because they feel difficult to hold on to for me. So we're just going to place this right here down in the corner, kind of keeping it to this side because I don't want to affect the closing of the journal. So we're just going to hold that for a minute. I'm just going to hold it, and then this is the journal card or the tag I did. So yeah. Oops, come on. I think we'll be okay with that one. Shall we clip it? Let's just clip it. I often have a bad surprise when I rush through these things and I don't wait for the glue to dry, so we can just do that. We've got the clips, why not? Can't really, it's hard to do this other edge, but there we go. Okay, and then I did a little cluster here off camera. And then we've got a little pot. So I took one of the little envelopes from the kit, and I thought we would just glue her down like right here and put a little piece of Velcro and just have this be like a fold down little writing space. So again, this is printed, I believe, at 50%. I do need to reach, pardon me, for my Velcro. I am never ceasing to putz around in the studio, so I have moved some things around again, as I mentioned I would be doing in the tour video. You know, kind of finessing things and figuring out how I can, again, make the best use of the space that I have, and having the most important things near me so that I don't have to get up, not because I feel lazy, but because it's hard to do that when you're doing a video. So I just put the Velcro on there, both pieces, and then close it. And then I think I will actually leave this as a belly band because then we can stick something else in there. I don't have anything prepared, but I can come back and do that. So let's just go ahead and get this on here. For those of you who have already commented on the mini fairy journal giveaway, thank you for responding. I haven't gone back and replied to the comments. I had my grandson over last night overnight. He is 13, and we traditionally go to baseball games together, so we went to a baseball game and then he slept over. So I feel like I want a word there. Let me grab my little word basket dealio here. And let's see if we've got something that would seem to fit. So anyway, yeah, I things have been, when their kids are here, everything's a little bit different, you know, a little bit off. And I'm a little bit tired because we stayed up too late. So, but he's such a joy. They all are. I love them so much. Wonder. How about we just do wonder? It's simple. I'll go ahead and ink it up really quick. So I hope you guys are doing okay. I turned the air conditioner off because I cannot work in here when it's on because it's too loud. And it's about 90 degrees already outside, and it's about 12:30 here in my world. So I'm just grabbing here. I'm gonna I put my bins of scraps kind of on my table so that so I could just grab them, but I can't quite get to the fabric one easily. So I'm just gonna grab another piece of lace that can go. Oh, that one would be really pretty, except it's not quite right. Let's see what we want here. I also have a piece of this lace, which I adore. I'm kind of sticking with the cream laces in this journal. Not for any particular reason, just because that's what I kind of started with. Just trimming that up a little bit. I like to just have a piece of it, so well, that's actually just the right size. I think I'll put that whole thing on there, and then just put the word in the middle. That turned out pretty nice. So I've got I didn't turn this over. Oh yeah, I did. No, I didn't. When I start a project, I always turn my Fabri-Tac over in my bottle, because then it's already ready to go. It doesn't, there's no delay. It's just an old, like, you know, water bottle or whatever. So let's get this on here. Oh, we're a little bit over on this edge. Oh, maybe, there we go. And we're gonna put our word on. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing okay. I know that all over the world, or where, you know, where it's summer, people are having really pretty extreme heat. We had a little bit of a break last week, but we're in for a hot one this week. So, okay, so moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and take these clips off. There we go. Does this one seem to be good? We'll leave that one on. So then we've got this page, and I think we put these ones in this. I think we put this one together on camera in the last video. So it's just this kind of triple pocket. It's a part of the kit, and so I just prepared some ephemera again from the kit. These are printed at regular size, so I'm just going to stick those in the pockets. And let's see what we want here. Actually, and I just took a piece of the kit, and I just used my small circle punch and put a little bit of the lace. That's the same lace. Sorry, goodness gracious again. The same lace as the topper. And then let's just put that one in there. There we go. Beautiful. And then here's another pocket. We're not going to get all of this decorated today. I'm going to do the rest of it off camera, and then I will show it to you. You'll be able to see it in the final photos at the end of the video. So we've got another pocket. I'm trying to remember to put the little extra paper here so that you can make this pocket hold a little bit more, but I neglected to do that. So we're going to put that one right here, and we're going to put it over that lace because we have to. I probably put that lace on as an afterthought and didn't even look at the pocket. Not uncommon for me. So anyway, I hope you guys are good and you're having an enjoyable summer. It's been a good quiet summer here. Like, I've done exactly what I wanted to do. It's never long enough, you know. We go back to school soon. I think I want to bring this up a little bit so that we can see that stitching. I like that. So, oh, that's so beautiful. Look at how rich that paper is underneath. So cool. And then I have a couple of little things to put in it. So we've got this journal card. I'm going to stick it in there. We should be okay. And then I just did a little book. This is these are little booklets, and this is done at 50% the size, so we're going to tuck that in there. So delighted to have created with my Porch Prints digitals. I have so many of all my digital kits. They are the ones I have the most of, but I haven't been using them lately because my themes and I've just kind of gone in a different direction, but this was really fun to use as usual. Another vellum page. Oh, I showed you that vellum page. So again, it's more stable because of the strip of paper. I need to remember that. And I love how it hangs over here. You guys see that? It's beautiful. So we've got another pocket here. And I just took a piece from the kit and I just did a rough tear to create the pocket. And we've got some bits to put in, which we'll look at here in a second. So again, I'm gluing. I like to hold my fingers where I don't want to glue, so then I'm going to turn it over and go ahead and apply my glue on the two sides and the bottom. Like so. So far I'm liking that glue. It's not getting clogged up, which seems to happen like so fast when you open up your glues. Scooching that down. Since I can't expose all the stitching, I'm just covering it all the way up to all the way down at the bottom here. There we go. And so we've got a few cards. Again, these are all just from the kit. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it. And of course, if you know me, you know I love anything that says Paris, has Paris, suggests Paris. Cannot wait to do a journal. I just cannot wait. So I'm going to go ahead and clip that because I'm impatient. So I want to make sure that that has time to set. The other side should be okay because it's going to be pressed into the spine area. And so, yeah, and so you can see what I've done here. This one didn't, oh no, wait a minute. Hold on, that just was sticking. So this is just coffee dyed paper I mentioned before, and I printed a vintage music page on top of my coffee dyed paper. So I'm loving that look. So, and then we did this pocket on camera, and it looks like I didn't get anything to put in it, but I will put some stuff in that. And then this one, I thought we would have a belly band here, and then I used an envelope from the kit, which we were working on camera, and this happened, and I was like so bummed because it looks terrible, but that's why I'm going to do it like this, because then you won't see it. And then I'm leaving this, nope, I guess I did glue this shut. I thought about leaving it open as a journaling spot. Sometimes I don't glue the envelope sides, and I just do a Velcro, and then you can open all the flaps up, and you've got a fun writing space, but we're not going to do that this time. So let's go ahead and get this on. For a belly band, You just glue at the top and the bottom. Isn't that image just beautiful though? Ah, so cool. People that create these digitals just blow my mind. I could do it. I have the creativity to do it, but I have no desire to do it. I am 57 years old. I have no desire to get into a whole different arena in my creativity, because I think I want this to go over a little bit further, because I just want to enjoy. I don't want to, I mean, I want to learn new things to create, but I don't want to get into digital stuff. So I'm doing that because of how wide the envelope is, and I want it to be kind of able to hug this, sort of. It's not really. I wonder if we can move that a little bit more, or if that glue is going to already be set. This is the test. Oh, there we go. So we can. It sets faster than I thought it would, though. So let's get a little bit more glue on here. But so far I'm liking it. And Barely Arts is expensive. Art glitter glue is expensive. This was not. It was a 4-ounce bottle. I believe it was under $10. So that was a win. So I'm going to go almost all the way over here to this lace, the lace edge, and I'm just going to press that. And we've got enough room in the middle. I think I can slide this in safely and not affect that glue drying. So look at that. Isn't that adorable? What do we have going on here? Something must have cracked in the folding, so let me ink that and make that go away. Oh, it's not going to go away. I guess we'll just snip it off. It's all right. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? You know my motto. Perfection is not at play in the studio. Isn't that lovely? Okay, and there we go. You know what? We have hardly gone into the video. So we're going to do, I think, is that, oh, I do have more prepared. I'm going to put a cluster on here. I actually have one. I pulled one out of my stash. So again, as I was going through drawers again the last few days, I did find new places for things, and which means I discover things that I've forgotten. So these were some little clusters I did like way back in the beginning when I started this journey into journal making. So I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to leave it as a tuck spot. So that means I'm going to glue it on this side and the bottom. So I'm going to turn. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac because it's cloth. And then that way we can tuck something in there if we want to. I was going to make a cluster, but why make a cluster when you already have some? So I'm going to put that kind of down here in the corner. And that one was beautiful. I love making clusters. But if you guys have been watching me at all, you know that. I do clusters a lot, and a lot of different kinds too. So I'm going to get parchment because I think that's going to stick. So I did move that, so let me see if I can remember where I put it. Oh, I put it in a really smart place. Right to my left of me in one of the drawers. I had my beads like right here to the left of me, but I don't really tap into those, you know, every time I sit down and create. So I did move them to the other side of the room. And I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to get out my Cricut Maker, which I have, but I have not really used or played with because it frustrates me. But I'm going to try to make some labels for my drawers and labels for my bins using my Cricut. So there we go. So I'm just going to put that there just so that we don't have any glue seepage that affects anything else. So this one is the vellum page, does not have any weight to it, but it's okay because it doesn't have the lace weighing it down. So, and this is one we did on camera. I can't remember if we put these bits in or not, but again, that's one of the books. Let me ink the inside of that. I missed that. It doesn't have, it's the full size rather of the kit. If you haven't checked out my porch prints, you are missing out. Incredible, incredible digitals. And if you didn't see the video, the studio tour, I do share in just briefly in that video how I store my digitals, how I keep track of them on my computer, and then I store them in these really long, you can't see my hands, but I've got one still and it's going out. Whoops. It's going out, 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 out. It's probably, I don't know, 2 feet long, and I have hanging files and folders in there, and that's where I store by maker all of my printed digitals. I no longer print them as I go. I printed a bunch in the beginning because of the printer, the ink program I was on. I wanted to make full use of what I had in terms of rollover prints and stuff. Now I just print them as I use them. So there we go. We are almost to the end. So let's do a couple more since we're doing pretty good on time here. So let's see. We've got that. That's beautiful. So I think we need something on this page. So let's see what we've got here. I'm just going to pull this over here so we can look together. And we've got an envelope. This is like a coin envelope, I think. Which I'm not a huge fan of them. I think this one would be really pretty on this page. So let me go ahead and see if I can score this. I don't like scoring on the scoreboard, so I'm going to try to do it without, because it never works. And because I print my stuff on 65-pound paper as a rule, unless I know I'm going to be doing collaging, then I print on 20-pound. The scoreboard just never works out well for me. But then I get that issue going on. I don't get it folded to the right place. That's okay. Just gonna press that with my finger. Don't need it to be perfect. So we're gonna try to get this one. The My Torch prints have really distinct lines that show you that you're actually folding on the right line if you're paying attention, which I often don't do. And let's see. There we go. This will be great because we'll put it in here as a little envelope, but we'll leave it open on 2 sides so that we can use it as a tuck spot as well. So that goes, I can never remember, like that, like that. Does it go like that? I think it does. I think this goes on the outside, and I think this goes that way. I prefer. And then I wonder if I want to leave that this way. I think I want to leave it that way. Maybe we'll do a cluster on there. So let me ink this up really quick. I'd love to hear what you guys are creating these days, what you're working on. I love that we get to share inspiration, you know, and everybody's so different, and we all come from different places, and so we have different perspectives, and we have different things that we like, and I think it's just really, really beautiful that we get to share all those different ideas. So let's get this back over here. And I'm going to go ahead and fold her like so. And I think I'm going to leave her like that. You know, and the back isn't that great, beautiful. Anyway, it's nothing's wrong with it, but it's perfect for this process. So I wish I knew if it goes like that or like that. I wish you guys could tell me. I think in this case I'm going to do it like that. I don't know how they're supposed to go, actually. So let's just get a little bit of glue on this edge here. Close that up, and then I like to get my ruler in there just to make sure that I didn't get any glue in there that's going to affect the pocket. I'm going to ink this edge on the inside since we're going to leave that open. Let's create a little cluster on there. We can put this on for, oh, you know what? We don't want to do a cluster on it because that will affect the pocket. So we'll do a cluster somewhere else. So I'm going to glue it on this side and the bottom. So I'm going to turn it. I'm going to run a bead of glue on the bottom edge and the one side. Well, that was sloppy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. we go. So there we go. So we're just gonna put her right up here in the corner. I like to leave a little bit of an edge because I like that layered look. I like to be able to see. There we go. So now when that dries, this will be a tuck here. So I feel like this is kind of plain though. We could put a word on here. Let's do that. Let's get our word basket over here. Ooh, memories would be really, really cool there. That's a perfect size. So scissors. Boy, I am so off camera here. I don't know if it's the way I'm sitting. I feel like my camera is like out of whack and in the wrong place. But I really haven't done anything to cause that to happen. It's weird. Weird, weird. Okay. Oh yes, oh yes. So, oh look at this. This is a piece of sari silk. Sorry, you guys can't see that right now. This is a piece of sari silk, and I think it would be beautiful under this word. So I'm going to try to get the variegated part of it, and I'm just going to try to estimate the length a little bit. And I like it to be crinkled. Sometimes I iron it just to have it be more, you know, just more normal, I guess. So I love that. And that shouldn't affect the pocket too much. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem. If it is, oh well. As I mentioned in video 1, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this journal, because I don't keep my journals for myself. Like, I have a gratitude journal and my very first journal I created, and that's pretty much it. I don't keep my journals because I'm only one person, you know. I can't really write that much. I don't journal as much as I used to. I used to, when I was in therapy and working through my trauma stuff, I journaled a lot, like constantly. I'm putting some glue under this edge because I don't want that to be to affect that pocket and be in the way. So I'm going to do that all along here, like so. And I like that kind of crumply look, so that's perfect. And got some ooze in there, ooze and goose and blue. I like that. Let's glue that on. I'm going to be very generous with this and make sure that we let this really get stuck down, because again, you don't want anything that you put in the way there to affect being able to put anything in and out of the pocket. And I think probably what I'll do, I actually have a piece of coffee dyed paper right here. It's not quite big enough, but that was just a scrap from the offcut of another one. But I'll come back and put something in that pocket. So there we've got memories. And I think I'm going to leave this one alone and just let that be a full-on writing space. And then this I just think is beautiful to look at. Might be fun to put a little bit of a cluster or a corner pocket on this one. Let's see what we've got to put a corner pocket on. Got this, oh, look at that sweet little tag. Let's see what we got. Oh, I forgot, oh, we have these. These are so cool. They just look so neat, and they could actually be put on with a paper clip. I think I'll do that. I think I will do that and keep this simple. And ink it up. And we'll get a piece of sari silk, maybe that same, maybe that to match that digital, and then we'll just we'll put a little paper clip there. So let's see if we can find a scrap of sari silk here in my bin. The green would actually be okay because it's kind of that tone, isn't it? What do you think? Yeah, I think so. So let's see. What was I thinking? Sari silk. Oh, on the paper clip. Goodness gracious. So basically, I just take this. This is a longer piece than I need. Oh, I like this one because it's not as wrinkled. So I just fold it in half, and then I just put it through. You can, yeah, through the top there, and then just pull those two edges through, like so. And then just pull. Simple, simple, simple. Great way to just quickly embellish a paper clip. So let's get that on there and put it on our page. And it would be really fun to make this a hidden paper clip. It would be super easy too, on the, at least on the front side. You know what, we're gonna do it. Little bonus for you. I do a lot of hidden paper clips. I love them. I love anything hidden. So I'm just gonna take that off very carefully here. And we are going to, we could actually do a hidden one since we're gonna be fussing with this. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find another piece of paper, just a small piece that could go on the top of this. So this card would actually be good. I can cut it down and just like that. And so I'm gonna just trim that off. Hopefully I'm thinking about this correctly because I didn't plan this. So there we go. So we're going to round this edge so that they're the same. Let me corner rounder. Yeah. Let me ink that up. Oh, we have to fold this. That's what I'm missing. This is going to have to be folded. So we'll do that. And oh, maybe it doesn't have to be folded. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be folded because basically what you do is you put your paper clip in here like that. And then, oh, this is not the way that I normally do them, so I'm having trouble. I think I'll do the hidden paper clips. So basically what you do is you can fold this down like so. And then we're going to make a little slit, which means I'm going to need to get my craft knife out, which is always scary. I don't like using the craft knife, but we're going to do it today. Let me grab my foam really quick. And I think we'll let this be the last piece, and then we will end the video. So basically what you're going to do once you have that on is we're going to take the craft knife very carefully and we're going to cut a little slit right here for that paper clip to why is that not cutting? I think if I remember right, oh no, there it goes. This just seems like it's not really cutting very well. Not sure why. Come on. I think I need a new blade. Whoops, that's a big paper clip. We don't want the big one. So then what you do is this is going to slide through here. I just want to make sure it's big enough. It is. So let's get that out of the way. I'm going to ink this top up a little bit. Going to come down over our other piece a little bit, but I think that's going to be okay because it's probably going to be right at that right level. Look at that. Could not have been more perfect. Like so. So now what you do is you're going to put your paper clip. This is very unusual and out of order for me to be doing this like this. So we're going to stick this through here. And oh my goodness, why am I having such a hard time with this? What the hey? What am I thinking? My brain is not working. Okay, let's try this again. Thanks for being patient, guys. There we go. See, if you stick with something long enough, you'll figure it out. So I'm trying to figure out how in the world is this going to stay in there? How in the world? Like that. So then the only way it's going to get the... Oh, then it shows on this side. Okay, scratch that. I need to think that through a little bit differently, guys. Again, I'm not feeling great, so I apologize for the back and forth. Let's just thread this back on here And then I'm going to call it a day with you guys. Always nice to be here and know that you guys are watching on the other side of the camera or the screen. So let's just put this on here. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.